ELN Tonight member, stand-up comedian, and she's only a freshman. We have Hannah Benson with us in the studio to start our day with a laugh. Thank you so much for being here, Hannah.
Oh my God, it is my pleasure.
So how did you start with comedy? I want to know.
Well, sometimes I tell funny stories and people laugh. So someone dared me to stand up in front of an audience, and I did, and here I am.
So what else do you do on campus? You're involved in?
I'm on ELN Tonight, which is really fun. It's a sketch comedy show. I'm a cast member, and it's great. And I'm a leadership fellow with my ELN, which is a lot of fun.
Okay, very impressive.
And I'm in AZD, which is very fun.
Great. Well, we have a live studio audience here, and we're going to let you take it away, Hannah.
Cool. Thanks, friends.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name's Hannah. And I guess I just wonder how I'm supposed to grow old with the name Hannah. I mean, it's not the kind of name I would pin on an elderly person, mainly because it's so like youthful and fun, but maybe that's because I'm youthful and fun and flirty and fresh. But I just don't see myself being taken seriously someday with the name Hannah as like a 50-year-old woman. Yeah, I mean, like, if we're being honest, I think Hannah has a shelf life of about 14 years. I should have been killed 4 years ago. But I mean, with that being said, there's an analogy that makes more sense with other names. So for instance, I want you guys to all imagine that there's a delivery room and like a pair of parents has just brought their child into the world for the first time. And they look at their baby and they call their baby by his first name for the first time. And they call her Ethel, which is horrible. But the thing is, just think about this. There are old women named Ethel, and at one point they were babies. But you can't call a baby Ethel. It's wrong. How about like Mildred or Ruth or Mary Lou, Phyllis? I say these names because I have elderly family members with these names, and I don't know how they did it, but they all must have been born around age 50 because you can't come out of the womb with a name like Ethel. How about Helen? I have a friend named Helen. She's not here today, but I just need her to know that she needs to age about 6 decades before I take anything she says seriously. How about Bertha? There was a girl in my preschool class named Bertha. That one's not a joke. And I just remember we were learning the alphabet, and she had crayons, and she was struggling to write the letter J. And I knocked them out of her hands and punched her in the face. And I was like, Bertha, like, you've known this for decades. Don't fake for attention. It's weird. And I mean, and this can go the other way too. So like, I want you to imagine that you're in the hospital with your grandma, and she's on her deathbed, and that's a little. I'm sorry, it's so early for that. And she's about to take her last breath, and you're like, "We'll always love you, Grandma Brittany." And it's spelled like it's spelled Brittani. Because she was in the 7th grade and she changed the spelling of her name because she was a punk rocker and she wanted to piss off her parents. How about like great aunt Zoe or like grandma Brandy, or like she makes you call her Randy because she like dyed her hair pink and got a belly ring and has like a new ego and you have to call her Randy. I mean, there's just some names that should never age. So if you meet like a Carly or a Casey or a Candy, that's not a joke. I met a girl named Candy at a summer camp once. You should just do everyone a favor. Take her life right now. Nothing personal, it's a public service. So with that being said, I really can't complain because my parents were original with the name Hannah. That one's a joke, you can laugh at. By that I mean that they picked the 4th most popular baby name that year, male or female. And they thought they were being like really creative when they did a name that spelled the same forwards as it is backwards. But if that was part of the criteria, I guess I wish my name was Race Car or Taco Cat, because I'm really over being called Hannah B or that Hannah. And I guess I just don't know a Taco Cat, so that would be cool. But yeah, I mean, my parents were in a delivery room and were handed their child in a blanket that was too small. I was actually 10 pounds at birth. I was 3 weeks early, and I've been the same weight ever since. So they were handed a baby in a blanket, and they look at me for the first time, and they say my name, Hannah. And it was like fine. It was fine for an hour. But at the end of that hour, they caught a whiff of what was going to be the most personal struggle for the rest of my life. Because the women in the 2 delivery rooms on either side of my parents had both named their baby daughters Hannah. And so the war began. Thank you.